What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, show of hands. How many of y'all have ever had a job where you didn't like your coworkers? Or you had coworkers that try to bully you or get on your nerves and you don't say nothing. You go and do your 9 to 5, 8 hours like everybody else. Or you got a coworker that doesn't get along with people, or doesn't like other people. I'm not counting you, but just one of those situations. Sure, we all seen that. Vicious arguments at work, people threatening to kill each other, but usually that's where it ends. But I want to talk about this story, and I've been waiting to do this story for a while because I wanted more details to come out, and they did. It's about the story out there in Chester, PA. Shout out Chester, you know what I'm saying? And it's about the, what's it called? Delaware County Linen Company. The shooting that took place there, in which this man pictured here, Gilbert Rosado Ruiz, took the lives of two brothers, one 29 years old, the other one 26 years old, in addition to shooting a woman that he had a problem with. She survived. These two younger guys didn't. Now, nobody knows what the motive is, but I want to talk about this a little bit after this story. We'll come back and talk about it. Check it out.
We have some developing news tonight out of Delaware County. We now know the name of the man accused of opening fire at a Chester linen store. Wilbert Rosado Ruiz is accused of killing 2 people and injuring 3 more yesterday.
Chester police uncovering more on the motive. Our Jeff Cole is live at the Chester police station for us tonight. Jeff, what else have you learned?
Yeah, well, they are absolutely unclear on what the motive is. They are saying that Gilbert Rosado Ruiz had some sort of dispute with a co-worker inside that linen company, the Delaware County Linen Company. They don't know what he was disputing or what he was angry about, but according to documents we've now seen, he said out loud apparently that he is sick and tired of being in some way impacted, and I'm not using the words that he used, impacted in some way by his fellow employees. So he went to his car, he got a gun allegedly, came back in, and started firing away. A large white cross rests on the side of the Delaware County Linen Company. One day, after 5 were shot 2 fatally by a worker with a gun and a grudge, the longtime Chester company providing linen services to restaurants was back open Thursday morning, where workers were seen folding. Tamika Gibson, a city council member and outreach worker for an anti-violence group, was surprised.
Well, I think that maybe some trauma therapy, counseling should have been provided, but that's why I'm here to provide the resource at least.
Gibson and a worker hauled boxes of donated food into the company later. The DA and Chester Police Commissioner named this man, Gilbert Rosado Ruiz, as the 61-year-old killer of his co-workers.
He had a dispute with one of the employees, a female. He went outside, made a phone call, came back inside with his gun, and started shooting and killing people. He methodically walked around the floor of the business.
The DA says Rosado Ruiz, an employee since 2016, killed 2 brothers, Leovani and Gigonson Pena, 29 and 26 years old.
They're going to work on an average day at a job that's providing for their family, and they don't come home. So, we're here to stand up for them.
Rosado Ruiz is facing homicide and related charges back on West 4th. A neighbor who asked not to be seen on camera says he often talked with the accused killer.
I would speak to him every day when he rolled past the work and stuff like that. It was off-putting to know that he would be able to do something like that.
But the DA says he, in fact, is the one who did something like that. The DA says that he was actually licensed to possess the gun that he used in the alleged killing here, but not licensed to conceal it while carrying it, which they believe he certainly did. He went out to the car and got it. They have video, apparently, investigators do, watching this man chase a victim who he shot across the street and attempt to shoot her again. But his gun jammed. or he ran out of ammo, and she survived. He's charged tonight with double homicide and related offenses. Live at the Chester County Police Department, I'm Jeff Cole, Fox 29 News.
All right, guys, take two, because I already did this part. I gotta redo it. My mic wasn't on. But anyway, that's the story of Mr. Gilbert Rosado Ruiz, and the story of these two victims, 29-year-old male, 26-year-old male, brothers. May they rest in peace. I don't know who was right or who was wrong, but a show of hands, man, we've seen this all the time, a lot of times in the workplace. I've seen it myself, where a disagreement gets to where somebody says, you know what, I'll go to my car and come back and tear this whole place up. But I mean, naturally, hopefully, luckily it didn't ever come to that. But then again, we was in a different time back then where people would just talk to get people off of them. And, you know, sell a lot of wolf tickets. Nowadays, you pay for the tickets, you're going to really see the wolf. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, they said this guy chased a woman across the street after blasting the two brothers in the store while licking off shots at her, hitting her, I think he said once, but she survived, stood over, the gun didn't go off. Either he ran out of ammo or the gun jammed, like they said. I'm going to tell you something. It said that he methodically went and shot these folks. After video footage sees him go outside, get the gun from his car, make a phone call, I guess he was talking to a loved one, and went back in there and handled his business. A lot of times at jobs, man, and I want a lot of younger people to know this. You know how there's bullying in school? Sometimes they're bullying at work. Just because you're at a job don't mean you're happy to do it. That's a linen job. It's hot, humid, it's steam. They're doing a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's sweatshop type work. Now, it said this man was there since 2016, so he's well used to it. Doesn't say how long these younger folk was in there. These other men was in there. But either way, a lot of times at jobs, you'll see people that are bother people while they doing their job to make time go by faster for boredom. We've seen it all over the place. I had a lot of factory jobs, a lot of mechanic jobs where I worked in factories rebuilding stuff, where a lot of men are consumed in one area, and we all not thinking of like mind. See, here's the thing, adults are just like children. You got some adults that act their age and some don't. Who knows who's right or wrong in this situation? For all we know, this guy, Gilbert Rosado Ruiz, might have been the victim of something like that. One thing for sure is this guy did something crazy, but he's not crazy. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's one thing all men have out here. It's a breaking point or a boiling point where things boil over. Ain't no such thing as no tough human being. We all have tear ducts and we all have weaknesses. No matter how tough people talk, there's somebody out here that's tougher than you and will bend you to their will if the advantage presents itself. And this man right here, like I said, he methodically walked around and shot these people. I guess he looked for certain folks that he didn't like and blasted them. It's unfortunate. And shout out to the lady who was part of the nonviolent campaign that came and showed appreciation and support to those folks. You know, and it's good things they caught on camera, man. Shout out to Miss, wherever you are. But stories like this happen every day out here, minus the bloodshed. They do. There are people that are under pressure and under siege at a job where they're supposed to make money. A lot of the times, you see in this place, Delaware County Linen Company, doing restaurant linens. They got timelines. You know it's hot work, sweaty in there. It's almost like sweatshop work. Frustrations build sometimes. Jobs like this a lot of times don't pay a lot of money. So a lot of people get stuck at these jobs. And with them being stuck at the job, sometimes they have to be around people they don't like. Now, this guy, they said this started with an argument between him and a woman, right? And then it spilled over to where the guys got, he wanted to kill the guys. Who knows what it was? But I'm going to tell you something. And I don't know. Guys talk to guys differently than women talk to guys. I honestly think maybe he had a disagreement with the woman, was going off on her. You know what I'm saying? The guys might have said something to him. The frustration he had for that woman, he took out on these guys because he already had a little bit of internal dissent for these people. Not dissent, but you know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for? He didn't like them. Let me just say that. I know the word, but I can't say it. But anyway, and they felt the brunt of what happened. He shot them up. She ran. He went back. Look what you made me do. This is all your fault. Boom, I'm already in trouble. Let's finish the job. Blaster. Said he stood over with the gun. Clicked the gun. Gun wouldn't fire. Either the gun ran out of ammo or it was jammed. But they got it on video. Him chasing the girl across the street. Also got him on video going and get that thing. He said, hey, I'm tired of being, but it said, I guess, disrespected. Said he said something along them lines before he went and got that gun. That's why I think it has something to do with mounting issues between him and other younger gentlemen. And it's something we see every day. For all I know, this guy right here may not be a bad guy and the reason why I'm saying a story like this is because I've seen stuff like this that could have turned into stuff like this. You know, you can't fight inside of a job a lot of times because people will get fired from a job they really need. And there are people in there to bully you and play with you and do little ticky-tack stuff when ain't supervisors around to see if they can get you riled up. But it's nothing worse than going to school and having to go to a class you hate because it's a certain person in there that's an asshole. Now, I don't know if these guys were a-holes or not. I don't. But this right here reminds me of that type of scenario. Guys, leave me a comment and tell me what you think set this guy off, because I don't think he's crazy. He did some craziness. I don't think he's crazy. I don't. But I mean, sometimes, man, it's a limit, man, and people get pushed past the brink. This guy's 61 years old, and he might be going through what a lot of people out there right now are going through. I'm 61 years old. I hate this job. I got to work because I have to. You know, and it's going to be a time, and all these young people out here that's running around here acting like money ain't nothing, and, you know, they building criminal records for themselves. Time will catch you, and you will have to go and get a job. And all of the time you out there doing a bunch of devilishment, you should be out there refining yourself and learning a skill that's going to really pay you some serious money to where you, at the end of your days, you won't have to work no more by surrounding yourself around people that know what to do with said money and make it work for them. Because I'm telling you, next 20, 30 years, there are going to be a lot of people that's out on the street homeless because they didn't do the right thing with, you know, investing their money and doing all this other stuff. And that's a fear. That was always a fear of mine when I was younger. When I seen somebody, a man so old at the movie theater, he was shaking, tearing the tickets, all bent over. I said, man, I never want that to be me. There are some people out here that are just ignorant and will work themselves to the bone because they didn't do the right things in life. I don't want that for nobody. I don't. But anyway, let me close this out by saying, man, this is a tragedy. But then again, I don't know who's the victim and who's the one that was really victimized. Like I said, may these two young men rest in peace and that lady make a speedy recovery. And this situation with Gilbert Rosado Ruiz is just a shame, man. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.